welcome again to another trial video run for myself as part of my learning curve on hopefully to provide you the best content here on the Map Ross channel. And again, it's yours truly, Map Ross. And I'm further into PA today, going to what's probably my second favorite city of all, after Toronto, of course. And that is Pittsburgh, PA. I'm headed to downtown to spend the day and provide some more content as well. So it's about time that I get back out there and grow the channel and grow viewer interest by recording more videos. I'm starting out here by the Pittsburgh airport on Interstate 376 East, and this is the Clinton Township, Allegheny County, PA, Pittsburgh's county. And as the exit to the Pittsburgh International Airport we're approaching, and this will take us straight into Pittsburgh on, of course, 376 East, and which 376 East continues through the city of Pittsburgh and eastern suburbs, where its eastern terminus is Interstate 76, of course known as the Pennsylvania Turnpike. So what I'm going to do, this video, another trial run, will encompass, I've already been on the road for over 40 minutes from the Youngstown, Ohio area, and I regret not starting it sooner because there was a lot of scenery to those, which I think to those who have not been to Western PA would find pretty nice. But this video, I'm going to take us into downtown Pittsburgh, where I'll end the video when I find a place to park down near downtown Pittsburgh, where Acrisure Stadium is, where the Pittsburgh Steelers play, which formerly known as Heinz Field, which we still prefer the former name, of course. I think most of us do, but that's another story for another day. And this stretch of freeway was built complete, I think, in the early 90s. Still in great shape today. And this was built for the new Pittsburgh Airport Terminal, which was completed in the early 90s, which has already been replaced already, which I find absolutely staggering. And this road is in good shape. The area is a little more sparsely populated, but there's a lot more commercial development as far as distribution centers, office parks, light industrial, and that. But as we go along, things will be more, there'll be more to see, it'll be more densely populated, getting more into the heart of the greater Pittsburgh area, which obviously we already are. Sign doesn't take you to the actual moon, though we're not going to the moon. That is Moon Township. That's where the old Pittsburgh Airport was located, and that's where old, it was not 376 before then, but PA Route 60. So the western portion of US 376, up until like the late 2000s, for the portion going from downtown Pittsburgh west to northwest to Sharon, Pennsylvania, Interstate 80, used to be called PA Route 60. And it took us a long time to condition ourselves to call it this 376. We still think it was the old 60. Traffic, I don't want to jinx myself. We should be in downtown Pittsburgh about 20 minutes. I like to get more the oncoming traffic lane, but I can't get the phone and the mount to turn that far. So I'm not going to fiddle with it on a road like this, given the hilly terrain and the volume of traffic. You really have no margin for error. You should always drive safely, no matter where you're at, no matter what traffic conditions are and topography and terrain. Now we're approaching, which is Robinson Township. This is already a lot of this was established in the 80s. Hotels, office parks. I think this is RIDC West, the Regional Industrial Development Corporation. There's like a north and east, I think, also around Pittsburgh. But and also we're approaching in Robinson Township. There's Robinson Town Center, a mall that was in the early 2000s. But what's really more of note than the mall is the surrounding retail here. This is one of the major retail hubs of the Pittsburgh area, of the Robinson area here. As you can probably see some of the signs. Target's is here, Sam's, Walmart. But I'm trying to think what used to be a Ditka's here. I didn't know that Ditka's had a restaurant here. It's been a year since I've been here. At the top of the hills we approach it, there's an IKEA, which Pittsburgh has had, it's a must have with for over 35 years now. I believe it had opened in 1989, whereas Cleveland does not have one yet. It wasn't until well into the 2000s, 2010s that Columbus and Cincinnati got it, but Pittsburgh got it early on. And I've gone to this one several times. I think there's times you don't see much. You don't see everything as far as all the housing and the buildings and everything when the terrain is hilly. So there's a lot more people and a lot more civilization that lets on from the view of the freeway at times because of the terrain, of course. This is Parkway West eastbound. I believe that's the vernacular. Yeah, there's buildings like the one to the right I have not seen before. I did not know what that is, but we're approaching. It just escaped me the name of the township. I think it's Collier Township, if I'm not mistaken. Locals, feel free to correct me. There's newer hotels and that. Through the 80s and the 2000s, I was going a couple times a year and it kind of dropped off a little bit. But I'm starting to come back a few times a year to Pittsburgh. I've been going consistently since the mid-80s. If you're not from Pittsburgh or have not seen it before, or if you're from places where it's a bit more of a flatland, you're a flatlander, this will definitely should impress you. The topography, the terrain of western Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh. The traffic is moving westbound. Slowly, better than a standstill, that's for sure. Carpenter's Union Training Center, interesting. We're going to the right. I won't pan anything or do any of that because, as I mentioned before, I like to keep this safe. We are making really good progress, though. Saturday afternoons are not generally bad, unless there's a game going on or a concert. That's why I try to avoid Pittsburgh in the summer. If there's a Pirates game going on or a big country music concert. But one of the stadium draws, like maybe with Jason Aldean or that sort of thing. across Interstate 79. And yes, this used to be 279. Now 279 is just limited to the northern freeway. Runs north-south into downtown Pittsburgh. This is also concurrent, it's not just this road is Interstate 376, it is also US routes 22 and 30. They converged for a while in through Pittsburgh. We're not in the city of Pittsburgh yet, but we're approaching a city called Carnegie, PA, or the Carnegie. I used to go pronouncing it Carnegie, but more and more I'm hearing Carnegie. That and Heidelberg is another small suburb that we're going through right now. Very interesting descent here, and upcoming soon is this railroad bridge, this old classic railroad bridge, which is a pretty amazing sight as well. Just around the bend it should be. This is Carnegie, PA down here. You see in this little valley. It's an old Rust Belt suburb of Pittsburgh. Here's the bridge I was talking about. I think it was an old North and Southern bridge. There used to be a big sign on there now. It's what the railroad is, but it's not now. A painting. Yes, and Pittsburgh, of course, is Rust Belt America. But as the economy has transitioned over the past several decades, healthcare has taken more of a route. Academic, with all colleges and universities from Pitt, Duquesne, Carnegie Mellon, Robert Morris. I think there's still Carlow College and Point Park. Tech has a presence. There's even like a Google has offices here, and still there's manufacturing, energy in the form of fracking, I believe, in that. Still some old school steel has some presence here, but not like it used to, of course. Now we're in the borough of Greentree, PA. And I thought WDVE, which is my preferred Pittsburgh station, 102.5 DVE, I thought they moved their offices, but they are forever in that building. And they are a rock station that's been around for over 50 years now. Rock in Pittsburgh, of course. Pittsburgh's official rock station. Usually my default if I am listening to the radio in Pittsburgh. They got their sign there, right, for advertising purposes. That's smart. I think they moved to the south of Pittsburgh, which defies logic. I think that's a great location. We still have their offices, but now we're going to be approaching soon the Fort Pitt Tunnel. It's a bit of a spoiler. I was going to do a video of all the Pittsburgh tunnels doing a drive, but one of them was closed for a couple of weeks, so I won't feel that the project will be complete. We are about to hit the tunnel and head downhill here. Coming up soon on the right, might as well mention it now, there is a truck runway ramp. It's a gravel ramp. So if a truck can't stop going down this descent, loses brakes or whatever, they go on that gravel ramp. It goes up a bit of a grade, and there's these water barrels, which will hopefully stop the truck. Yeah, runway truck ramp. Hopefully my camera will catch it. I was always amused by that. Yep, and here is traffic. guess we did all right. Usually Green Tree Hill, as is well known back there, is usually where it starts. But it says 6 minutes, so between 5 and 6 minutes, we should be able to hit the. That's actually just to the tunnel, but not the downtown, unfortunately. Yeah, 500 feet. Yeah, see, it's a gravel ramp. Very good thing to have. If your brakes fail, you got that 18-wheeler, you're heading toward a tunnel, which after that is a bridge, and there's downtown Pittsburgh. Keep it at 0.5 zoom right now for a little bit. But there is to the right, I can pan for a little bit. There is the runway ramp. Oh, I can't catch it there. There it is. And no, I've not seen a truck have to use that. So the almost 40 years I've been coming down here, and I guess that's obviously fortunate, you know. Well, anything like that happened, that for my amusement. But we're fastly approaching the tunnel. And on top there you see a condo tower. I don't know if that's Tremont or not, but that's the neighborhood of Mount Washington up there. So yes, these tunnels go under actual neighborhoods. Yeah. So certain people live on top of a tunnel. Except it's a few hundred feet down to the tunnel from whatever's above there, but still. Yeah, I hate that being an ambulance trying to get through all of this. But we're moving, and it will give you a chance, the viewer, to kind of maybe take in things a little, so maybe it's a little bit of a blessing for once. I'll be nice. A very nice yinzer that waves. You know, what's a yinzer? It's an affectionate term of a typical person from Pittsburgh. It's a term of endearment. The one that wouldn't be is a jagoff. So, somebody calls you a jagoff down here. That's like an idiot, a buffoon that does you know what. It's kind of like when we refer to in the Toronto walking community videos as a dingus. A jagoff could be pretty similar. But now we're here to approach the tunnels, Fort Pitt Tunnel. This will be a bit of a spoiler for my tunnel video I'll make. I do have my fact sheet. So, Fort Pitt Tunnel began construction in 1957 and was completed in 1960. On average, 107,000 vehicles a day, 3,600 feet in length, 2/3 of a mile, 1.1 kilometers for you fellow Canadians watching there, and 1,102 meters. Clearance of 13.5 feet and a width of 28 feet of each tube. Tunnel. That's something I better get right. Coming up when you exit this tunnel is the probably the grandest entrance to any city skyline in the world, pretty much. I don't know which one would rival it, but leaving the Fort Pitt Tunnel and hitting the Fort Pitt Bridge, you will see downtown and that skyline, and it never gets old. Coming down here as long as I have, I always love seeing it. It's the most welcoming sight. And Don't change lanes in a tunnel. You'll get pulled over. It happened to my poor mom and dad sometime years ago. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, PA. Crossing the Monongahela River. I gotta find a way to get to the shore. That's the gateway area there, near Point State Park. Don't worry, I'm going to get footage of this area in greater detail, so I assure you there's more. That's my next order of business. Unfortunately, a lot of traffic here. Nobody riding my tail. Something is going on at this stadium. Or at least there's a lot of parking spaces are full. Something tells me maybe part of my budget's eaten up today with parking. Well, yes, Acrisure Stadium is to the left. So we're going around it, actually. This is Pittsburgh's North Shore. The Allegheny Station for their rapid rail, which a portion of it is their subway system, a very short subway system. And straight ahead you see Mount Washington. Yes, I will have video of Mount Washington and how I'll be getting up there. To the right is the Carnegie Science Center. A lot of redevelopment in the past several decades down here. I think for the future visits, I have to be honest with myself. I don't like doing Pittsburgh in a day anymore, even though it's a little over an hour from where I live. It's only like about an hour and 10-minute drive. I think I like to stay the night. You can really jump on things and spend more time. There's a lot more. I got my work cut for me in a good way as far as content here. There's downtown Pittsburgh there. I'm going to end the video because right around here I'm going to get more street level footage, or I'll be doing a biking video, walking video, different modes of transport, so to speak. But I'm going to concentrate on finding a space because I did not expect this today. Actually, I like to park under the bridge down here. This is all the parking for Acrisure Stadium. This is around for the former site where Three Rivers used to be, Three Rivers Stadium, the legendary multi-purpose stadium of the Pirates and the Steelers. And I think I'll be able to get space where I'm going. Oh, no cash accepted. I'll have cash for today, but I'm going to wrap it up. So thanks for watching this trial run video, and look forward to more. So see you real soon.